Yo, have you ever heard of a rapper who made up his own words and got the whole world to say them? Well, let me tell you a story about E40. He's one of the coolest rappers ever, and he worked hard to get where he is today. E40 was born Earl Stevens. He grew up in Vallejo, California. Things weren't always easy for him. He didn't have lots of money or fancy stuff. But what he did have was big dreams and a smart brain. He was always thinking of ways to get ahead. When he was just a kid, he was already a little businessman. He sold candy at school and made sure to keep his backpack full of snacks. While other kids were just playing, Earl was making money and planning his future. In school, he loved music. He would enter talent shows and try out new rhymes with his cousins. He didn't know it then, but those moments would turn into something big later on. After high school, Earl went to college at Grambling State University. There, he studied business. He didn't just want to rap. He wanted to know how to run things. He learned how to market, how to make deals, and how to grow a brand. He was getting ready for his big shot. When he came back home, he started a rap group called The Click with his siblings and cousins. Then he made his own record label called Sick With It Records. He didn't wait for someone to sign him. He said, "I'll do it myself." That's what bosses do. Now, here's the wild part. E40 didn't get famous by sitting around. He sold his music out of the trunk of his car. He would pull up to barbershops, concerts, and music stores, asking people to buy his tapes. It wasn't easy, but it worked. He built a fan base, one person at a time. People started noticing him because he sounded different. E40 didn't rap like everybody else. He had his own slang, his own style, and a voice you couldn't forget. He played with words, flipped them around, and even made up new ones. Ever heard someone say, "faux shizzle"? E40 helped make that kind of talk cool, way before it hit the big time. Even though Snoop Dogg is famous for the izzle talk, E40 was one of the first to use it in his music. He's like a scientist with words. He mixes them up and makes something brand new. That's part of why people love him so much. He's one of a kind. He didn't just stay local, either. E40 has worked with some of the biggest names in music. He's made songs with Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Lil Jon, and even newer artists like Big Sean. But no matter how big he got, he always showed love to his hometown and stayed true to himself. And just when you think E40 couldn't get cooler, he goes and does something awesome. He did a tiny desk concert for NPR. That's when artists perform in a small room with a desk and a few instruments. E40 showed up and brought the Bay Area flavor with him. People from all over the world watched it and loved it. He rapped with that same energy he had when he was selling tapes out of his trunk. It was smooth, fun, and full of personality. E40's story shows us something important. You don't have to be born rich or wait for someone to give you a chance. You can make your own path. You can believe in yourself, work hard, and never stop pushing. So, if you're ever feeling down or like your dreams are too big, just think about E40. He started with candy in his backpack and music in his heart. Now he's a legend with fans all around the world. Keep dreaming, keep moving, and just like E40, sprinkle your own flavor on the world.